Welcome to Monday Night Mahjong. It is I, your host, Yu Sung. It's finally here. Let's get up and cheer and take some of hits from our bongs. Look, if you want to make an AABBA rhyme scheme, if we're gonna make this a once was a man from Nantucket situation, we're gonna have to make some concessions. The theme song to this stream might have to have the word bong in it. Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub to Hit the Bong with Father. Thank you so much. I also was saying this before the stream started, but I was saying how I've never used a bong device before, okay? I don't know. And my first thought was, do you put your mouth over the chimney? But then I quickly realized you don't put your mouth over the chimney. The chimney is the exhaust while the fumes go out. You want to put your mouth somewhere around the bottom of the apparatus. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know where. Why? Because I'm a freaking good boy. You know what I mean? I follow the rules. I use my turn signals. Josie, how's it going? Get hard, stay hard. How's it going? Ellie, hello. Channel points prediction is going, by the way. In case you want to risk it all. Play a little high stakes, make a little high stakes wager while we're playing some high stakes Mahjong. Concessions, can I get a pretzel and a frozen Coke? Get hard, stay hard. Are you for real right now? You got frozen Cokes where you are? Excuse me? That sounds delightful. That sounds absolutely delightful. I will say this. Okay, it's a little bit weird right now with the shapes that we have in our hand, but we could maybe even still go for the half flush if things go really well. What's your favorite concession? Mine is, I know I was wrong, but I was feeling very emotional at the time. That is a great joke. I will wait for you to hit me with the lamaus and the +2s. That is a great joke. That is a great joke. You know what I mean? Because I was not talking about concessions as in your hot dogs and your burgers and your what have yous. I was talking concessions like compromise, like what you do in a loving relationship. I have blue Gatorade for tonight's stream. Admittedly, it's for illness, but I saved the blue for now. Back the blue. That's what I've always been saying. That's what I've always said and always will say. Tectone, how's it going? I hope you're doing okay. I don't have blue Gatorade. I'm drinking Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey because I'm gonna live forever. It's got ginseng in it. I'm gonna live forever, baby. Okay, here's the thing about pretzels. So dry. What is this? He's gonna say it. The wit of Winston Churchill? What am I watching? 8 out of 10 cats does countdown? Why is he so close to the camera? I don't know. I was just feeling it. Right? Rex, how's it going? Oh! Oh! The greatest... Oh! The greatest Riichi I've ever seen in my entire life. Actually, the greatest Riichi I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, you sweet summer child. Riichi, Pinfu, Ipots. Show me the aura. Nope, just kidding. Just kidding. But I do like calling people sweet summer childs, you know? Tiny Slugs, is it going? Anyway, is our avatar a Jinchuriki? You're talking about one of the mythical tailed beasts has been sealed inside our avatar? It wouldn't surprise me. We are a Kitsune character after all. Pretzels are too dry. That's why you gotta dunk them in some mustard, okay? Or have a moist frank wrapped in betwixt the shell of the pretzel. A pretzel dog is phenomenal. A pretzel dog is like, it's like a regular pretzel is like the Sahara Desert. A pretzel dog is like a wonderful oasis. You want to know what I was thinking in my mind that I shouldn't say out loud, but I'm gonna say out loud? What I was gonna say is like a pretzel dog is like getting bukkakied by Jesus. It's just a wonderful, moist experience. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what I mean. Nobody knows what I mean. You know, people weren't ready to hear what Shakespeare was saying during his time either. You know? Clam cakes? That sounds delightful. That sounds absolutely delightful. Although I will say, Clams just make me want oysters, and oysters, I think that you should eat them raw. Although there are like some health concerns, like if you're not at a great establishment, I can understand there's some health concerns about oysters. I love oysters, dude. Oysters might be my favorite food behind. You want to know what genuinely might be my favorite food? Like, I know I've said this to you before, but you might not believe me, and I need you to believe me. Also, 234 mixed triple sequence. The mixed triple sequence respecter has genuinely logged online. One of my favorite foods is spaghetti and meatballs. That is not joking. I am not joking. I wouldn't joke about something so serious, okay? I could Riichi here. It's the worst Riichi of all time. I don't think I will call the Riichi. I could have thrown away the South ones as well, right? They say you should only eat raw oysters in the R months. What, National Pirates Day? Diplo Panda, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. A couple in New York just died from oysters. That is messed up. That is very spooky, scary. Okay, so we gotta be careful about where we're eating our oysters, folks. Apparently they'll kill you if you look at them the wrong way. Anyway, I think we're gonna fold here. I mean, the 2-3-4 mixed triple sequence is still such a lively possibility here. What happens here? I think the nut draw right now would be another 4 of circles. We get to do a little Damaten Pinfu action. Second nut draw is like the 2 of circles, but it's a little bit riskier, right? That's not a safe tile, but okay. You dealing with a terminal, it ends up getting you in trouble. That's a-okay. That's a-okay. Raw oysters to cultivate these new flesh-eating sepsis parasites. Okay, well, I didn't know about all of this, okay? I didn't know Big Parasite was funding oysters. I just liked them because they were salty. I just liked them because they were salty indeed. Also, I'll say this. All mustard tastes the same to me. I don't know, like a kosher mustard versus another mustard. I literally cannot taste the difference between mustards. You know what mustards are meant to do? They're meant to like burn. This is gonna be gross, but somebody has to say it, okay? And I think that somebody has to be me. They burn the mustard. All that mustard is supposed to do is like burn your nose hairs when you smell mustard a little too much. And if your condiment is that potent, it's gonna be hard to differentiate. Like, this moonshine has got some nutty taste to it. Like it's so dangerous at that point that you just gotta, you're just in there. You know what I mean? You can't taste the difference. Snorting mustard. I like to dab mustard like chewing tobacco. Just take a fingerful and put it inside my gums. Ew, ew, ew. Okay, I mean, this hand is looking and feeling all right, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. Dabbing is not like that. Does chewing tobacco mean you actually chew the tobacco? That sounds like a dumb question, but like, come on. Like there's no way that that's actually really that dumb of a question, right? Hot take, I like that feeling kind of. Like when your nose hairs get burned. I don't know if I like it. Like sometimes a little nasal sensation is nice. Am I gonna get arrested for what I'm saying? I just feel like what I'm saying right now, like, does not deserve a platform. You know what I mean? It's not like politically dangerous. It's just like not good for a general population. But I think that sometimes a little bit of nasal sensation is nice. For example, if you're sick and you can't breathe out of your nose, but then somebody is like, psst, hey kid, want some wasabi? Want some wasabi to open up those nasal passages? That is a nice sensation. That is a nice sensation. It's a little clear out. Exactly. You pack chewing tobacco. You pack chewing tobacco? If I understand this right, and I don't think that I do, okay? I'm just gonna be very honest with you. I don't think that I do. The 5 of bamboo is hilariously the safest tile right now inside Tsuji, and it's safe for a crosslord. I have no idea what else is safe right now. Okay, there's a 6 and a 9. I was thinking about throwing the 9, but I have a feeling that they're waiting for the 6 and the 9. Did you see that? He's the one in chat right now if you're a little bit impressed, and I don't care. Some people here are like, you know, Yusung, I just like your company. Lie to me right now. I need you to lie to me right now. Call me Tim Roth on a short-lived show on TNT. That was an impressive read. Red 5 of bamboo folding. Sheesh! Thank you. Lightspeed Sloth, how's it going? Rendian, how's it going? Hello, hello. You pack a dip of chew. That is too many nouns. You pack a dip of chew? That's like if I said to you, you car a fly a plane. Like, we're not... You gotta abide by some linguistic rules. If I'm understanding this correctly, for chewing tobacco, and again, this side is not a good... This is not a good conversation, but like... You pack it in as much as possible, much like a squirrel would, or a chipmunk would store nuts for the harsh winter months, you know? Man, car hand, honk door, hook door, lightspeed slots. That is actual words though. Like what you're saying are actual words. Those are the lyrics to Mr. Sandman. Sand me a man. Man, how could hand door? I can't say it, but you know what I mean. You could say anything to Mr. Sandman and it would make sense. I mean, it wouldn't make sense, but it would sound okay. We love packing nuts, don't we, folks? Many people are saying this. I was playing 3-player while my D&D session was going on. What the hell? You can multitask in Dungeons and Dragons? I gotta get into Baldur's Gate. If I can play Mahjong while playing Dungeons and Dragons, sign me up twice. I should have discarded the 8-9 instead of the 7-9. That's a huge rookie blunder. That's gonna be a huge rookie blunder from me, but I'm going back in, coach. I'm going back in. I got 4 concealed triplets and a double Riichi in 2 different rounds, and for the first time ever screamed on a call. Let's go. Let's go. Mahjong makes you scream. You know what I mean? I am probably less scared to make noise in Mahjong than I am during sex. In the future, you know what I mean? One day when I have it. Like during an intimate encounter, I'm like, oh my God, if I make a sound, like this is so stupid, but like the weight of toxic masculinity is gonna like crash down on me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to make so many judgments about, like, I'm scared that other people are gonna make judgments about me. I'm scared that I'm gonna make judgments about me. But in Mahjong, fuck it, dude, I'll moan. I'll scream your name. Are you kidding me? Mahjong is a nice little release valve for the oral sensation of screaming. I wonder what my neighbors think I'm doing during Mahjong. I think my neighbors think that I love singing and playing piano, when in reality, it's just another day at the office for me. You know what I mean? My Mahjong-based song parodies, I'm folding here. This is a one-han hand, and I don't really trust the two of, bamboo. It makes me self-conscious. I can't tell if they're into it or not. This is the thing. And then these days, there's all this like, you know, NC-17 audio, and you got the most, or so I've been told by a friend, and you've got the most talented voice actors making sensual audio, and you're like, where am I gonna slot in there? Best I can do is that okay? Like, I can't do it. I can't do like the cool voices and this stuff. It makes me self-conscious as hell. Anyway. Talking about the new Nancy again. Dude, this is so messed up. This is so messed up. Like, my psyche is so obvious. I think I have the psyche of like a child. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. I mean, like, you know, if you tell a child, this is going to relate to the Nancy Drew experience. If you tell a child like, oh, like, I don't think you can be well behaved through this entire airplane ride, then the child's going to be like, I'm going to be well behaved during this entire plane ride. Because people told me that I wouldn't like this Nancy Drew, I love this Nancy Drew, baby. I love this Nancy Drew. Holy moly, they just sniped Right Lord with the Riichi pot store. We're getting smoked right now. We're getting smoked right now. Left Lord is running away with it. It's not terrible. Right Lord is getting juiced and whatever. Is anybody else like this? Is anybody else like unfortunately contrarian? I want to like what everyone else likes. You know what I mean? I know you only just got the first sponsored stream, but I already straight up insulted you're not sponsored by Her Interactive. I think it'd be a match made in heaven. I mean, it's probably bad for them. And a little, at least a little, this hand is amazeballs right now. It's a little off brand for them. I could see that it would be a brand risk considering the fact that I literally started freestyling erotic fan fiction of Nancy Drew characters in the last Nancy Drew game. But I'm telling you, okay, it wasn't to get my sick thrills. I swear it wasn't for sick thrills, okay? Your Honor, it wasn't horny. It was just really because I was like feeling it. It was more about the love than anything else, and I mean that. And I know you probably don't believe me, but I really mean that, Your Honor. I really mean that. You verbally threatened the developers at Her Interactive as well? Okay, but let's be honest. Kinda. Let's just say I don't think they've ever played their own games. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason Sean Hannity hasn't followed up on his waterboarding offer. I shouldn't joke. Cut the tape. I think they have to confront that most people that know the game are adults now. Exactly. We have purchasing power, you know? I think that's why they got a lot of like, on their Her Interactive official merch store, they've got things like throw pillows. No child wants a throw pillow. That's something an adult gets for Christmas, like, to, I don't know, to just like numb the pain of having to be with their in-laws for a weekend. That's an adult gift. You know what I mean? The magazine article said that there was one playtester. Who the fuck was the playtester? Jigsaw? They should have said something. Oh my god, that one playtester just goes to show you that it, like, being a bystander is also, like, you know, harmful. It's harmful. Speak up if you see some injustices. I love throw pillows when I was younger. Oh no, Dibblepin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus. I was trying to make a joke for comedic effect. We're one tile away from truly the greatest hand I've ever seen. 5, 6, 7. It's okay. My mind is a fortress. My mind is a fortress and my body is a wonderland. I don't get tilted by stuff like this. Holy moly. He played for 400 hours. Okay, that's wrong. You know what I mean? That's like medically wrong. Oh my god, we're one tile away from 10 pi. Holy moly. If we get a 5 of circles, that's the nut draw. We get a pure straight as well. We get Pinfu. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, pure straight. Oh, as the dealer church. Holy moly. But that's like wrong. You know what I mean? No person should have to play 400 hours of Nancy Drew. Unless it's for Twitch and it's not for a job, which I guess, I don't know. We're in a weird honeymoon phase right now. No one should have to play that much. And oh man, I hope they were compensated well, you know? Like at a certain point, you just get numb to the torture, you know? Okay, please. A 5 of circles is the nut draw. I will also happily accept a 9 of circles here, but the 5 of circles is so much better. I should open an Etsy shop. Oh wait, U-Scored should open an Etsy shop. I'm gonna cheat this. I'm absolutely gonna cheat this to try to stay in the dealer seat. We got a pure straight right now if someone else discards another 9 of circles, which I think is possible considering one of them has already been discarded. And it looks like I have an all simples hand, which is a nice little cover as well. Tubby, 200 of the hours were spent on barnacle blasters. The barnacle blasters it makes me so upset just to think about now. It's so wonky. The controls have your inputs have you don't have any control over the game that is in front of you. You know what I mean? It would be if like in Mahjong, I selected one tile and just occasionally the game was like, nope, you're gonna drop another tile. Why? Just cause. Eat shit, bozo. Anyway, I really like the new Nancy Drew game. And so I can't believe this, but I have high hopes for the next one. Oh my God, they're discarding the door. What is happening here? Okay, this is, oh no. Oh no, we're in permanent Furriton jail. Oh no, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. All right, that's okay. Well, if we still draw into the 9 of circles, we might be able to win this one. It's not impossible. What else have I been thinking about? I don't know, dude. I cleaned my air purifier today. That was a nice chore. I liked cleaning out the air purifier because on the one hand, it's kind of ick. You know what I mean? It's kind of ick. Like cleaning all the dust bunnies from the air filter and you're like, oh my God. I mean, I know the air filter's been working. That hurts so much. Is it even possible? We got 2 left in the entire wall that we could draw right now. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Like, have I been breathing in all this dust this whole time? This is a risky tile to throw out late into the game where Right Lord's possibly in Tenpai. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it though. But it's nice to know that I'm breathing in clean mountain air, baby, at the end of the day. I washed my water bottle. That was nice. You know, I like doing chores that I feel like, oh, this is so embarrassing. But I like doing chores that are like hipster chores, you know? Like chores that other people probably wouldn't do. Why? I don't know. It makes me feel so freaking special. It genuinely makes me feel like a special only child. You know what I mean? Like I like doing other chores that like not like the other girls. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do chores that everyone does, even though I will happily do those. I want to do chores that no one has ever thought of before. It's nice to take care of yourself in that way. Washing your water bottle, that's like who watches The Watchmen? Nobody ever touches their water bottle. One of my contemporaries, Chib Lee, famously said, oh, Nar, I'm drinking mold again. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to use that as a cautionary tale, but I don't want to drink mold. Ironing is a chore. That's one of the chores that I will never do. For some reason, ironing, it doesn't bring me a lot of joy. Ironing does not bring me a lot of joy. You know what does? Because I don't need to iron. You know what I do? You know what I do? After I take out like a collared shirt from the washer, I enact mighty billows. And then I hang it up to hang dry, and it dries really nice. Lavender, how's it going? Also, the haircut looks great. Let's go. I'm not Iron Man. So true. There's a chance for this hand to still go sicko mode, right? AKA all simples mode. My lungs are already full of mold. I mean, I have a scary thing going on right now where my bathroom, and I'm not joking, smells like cotton candy. My bathroom in its current form smells like cotton candy. And that is not necessarily a smell that you would want from a bathroom. You know what I mean? And I don't know where it's coming from. And I am a little bit scared. Luckily, it's not one of those scary smells like burnt toast or whatever. Like that's spooky scary. My bathroom smells like chlorine. That's a clean smell. I don't mean to be ranking smells right now. I don't mean to be doing a smell hierarchy. Oh my god, we could have had 3, 4, 5 mixed triple sequence. Oh my god. Somebody help me get, oh my god. That was such a misplay. We could have had 3, 4, 5. Tonight, we dined in hell. I gotta go for this, right? All simples, red 5, red 5. All simples, red 5, red 5, 3-sided weight. Nobody in their right mind wants bamboo this round. This is a great little tempo. We get to stay as the dealer seat. Let's go. Do you have an open bottle of children's mouthwash laying around? How do you know one of my biggest sexual fetishes of all time? Ew. Sorry, I don't, that's not true. It's not true, okay? I had a strain of weed that smelled like cotton candy. I'm not cool. I can't handle the reefer, okay? Evidence number 1 in discovery, I just called it the reefer. What am I, a million gazillion years old? Apparently. I don't want this 8-9 in my hand. We can still accept the door, which is the 8 of bamboo. That was such a smooth run. I don't believe you. I don't know where the cotton candy smell is coming from, and I sincerely hope it's not mold. You know? I sincerely hope it's not mold. I can't believe it's not butter. That's just something that I wanted to say at the end of that. I don't know what that's in reference to. One in chat if you like smells. Now that is a ridiculous thing to say. Let me clarify before you answer. I have a feeling I'm gonna see some ones before. Let me clarify. Smells as in smells like Teen Spirit. No, that's not what I was trying to say. Found an opportunity for a joke. Skirt. Got in there. 1 in chat if you enjoy smells like perfume or cologne. 2 in chat if you are not one of those enjoyers. I will say this. I think nice smells are nice. I work at a hospital. That means like there's no smells allowed, right? 1 for smells like Teen Spirit. So true, so true. When I walk through a Macy's, I'm fighting for my freaking life in there. If I walk through the Macy's perfume / cologne aisle, first of all, where am I? Denmark? Wait, where's cologne? Germany? NA education. American education, okay? I'm an idiot. I don't know where anything is. I don't know if I could point to Iraq on a map. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm more of a no fragrance candle guy. Tubby, this is so true. Fragrances? Come on. We don't need fragrances. You know the one, my favorite fragrance? Honesty. Weird, right? I don't know what this energy is. All right, Left Lord Sumos. It's a giant hand. We're the dealer. We have to pay out the penalty. That's great. A French Uber driver complimented my perfume the other day, and I felt so good about it. Okay, that is nice when someone else like compliments your, like the perfume or the cologne you might be rocking. But I just can't do it. My stomach literally hurts. My stomach literally hurts when there is perfume or cologne afoot. You know what I mean? And I don't mean on someone's foot. It's not that kind of a stream. I don't mean on someone's foot. I just mean a foot, like around. It's in Germany. Hi, nice. How's it going? Fairwind Bruiser, hello. Captain Oblivious, I'm not sure if I've said hello. I've been reading your messages and farming jokes off of them, though. And candles? Don't even get me started on candles. I think candles are nice. I don't know. For some reason, like, candles are just nice because... Well, what can I say? I'm a freaking romantic. I like candles because a flame, kind of nice to watch. Remind you of anyone, huh? The faint glow of a flame, the dulcet tones of Yusung as he's playing Riichi Mahjong. Kind of similar. Kind of similar, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't, but like, I think it's been a while since I've told you this story, right? Which is just like, one day, I can't remember if it was with my significant other or if it was with a friend. And that's kind of messed up, and I apologize for that. Avi. But like, what we did for hanging out was we went to like a candle store. Like a, like a Bath and Body Works. It wasn't a Bath and Body Works. It was just like a store for candles that was like a mainstream store for candles. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know, because it's like such a, it was like a vanilla. It was with Beth. Thank you. It was like like the name was like Vanilla Happenstance or something. You know what I mean? It wasn't Yankee Candle, but it was like, it was maybe Yankee Candle. It was maybe Yankee Candle, actually. It was maybe Yankee Candle. But the whole activity was going in there, smelling a candle, going, this one smells so fucked up, and passing it to Beth so that she could get a smell and be like, yeah, that's so fucked up. Because some candles are like, if someone was like picking wild fruit and then they just punched you in the face. If someone was like picking wild fruit and then they like sprayed a bunch of cologne in their hand and then punched you in the face, you know? Some candles are inappropriately scented. You know, it's just who in their right mind would ever smell this candle and not go clinically like lose their mind. You know? Some candles are okay, like a subtle hint of, I don't know, rose, a subtle hint of the ocean, a small dose of oysters. Okay, probably not oyster smell. You know, the nose hair burning sensation of a nice mustard. He brought it back. Do you see what I did there? I brought it back to the mustard conversation we were having earlier. The stream is fucking great. Oddly specific candles inflict me physical and mental pain like buttered popcorn. Now, the buttered popcorn thing is interesting. I don't know if we have time to get into that. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know how candles are made, but what I imagine is that you ever see those like hydraulic press videos? All that they do for making candles is like stuff the most fucking fragrant things you've ever seen under the hydraulic press, and then like 15 million tons of pressure are exerted down on it, and there you go. There's your candle. This will be $7.99, please. I don't understand a lot of the apple scents. Yeah, I don't want a candle to make me hungry. I don't want a candle to make me hungry. Why? I lack self-control. A lot of candles smell awful. I don't know why. Honestly, the candle industry, I don't mean to be a tech bro about this, but is rife for disruption. You want to know how to disrupt the candle industry? By actually making candles that smell normal. Like a normal scent. You know what I mean? Hey, get some of my pheromones in there. Have you ever smelled a pheromone? Is that even possible? Because sometimes people are like, you know, like not this, but sometimes you hear just like that awful dating advice. That's like, hey, before your date, like exercise and don't shower. And you're like, I don't know about that. Do you think it's genuinely possible to smell a pheromone? I don't know if that's possible. I genuinely don't know if it's possible. Luna Leaf, how's it going? Andriothia, hello. Hazanov, hello. Do I just pawn this? Weirdly enough, I think I just pawned this to get into Tenpai. It's not all ogre for us either, because if we draw into a 4, we can get, or a 7, we can get back into Tenpai for all simples, right? What are pheromones? Pheromones? I don't know is the problem. Pheromones are like one's body's natural, like, odors, but they're like filled with like hormones or something. I don't know. I don't know what a pheromone is. I'm an English major and I'm an idiot. So we got a lot of things working against us right now. Ants have them, that's for sure. I gotta believe that. I see no reason not to. I cannot discard this, right? I don't think I can actually discard the 4 of characters. And I'm not saying that any of my other tiles are that much safer either, right? Bacteria, flora stuff? Okay, that also makes a lot of sense. I'm all up in my boy's ear pheromoning, am I right? Only if it's during like a game of Mahjong. Only if it's during like a game of Mahjong. Ants don't smell particularly sexy to me, so I doubt that. Have you ever seen the movie Ants? Boy-yo-yo-yoing, boner alert. The hips on some of those? Is it? Hey, Yusung, how was your stream today? I don't know. It was kind of weird. I made like this overly sexual comment about the ants in the animated movie Ants. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know if that's just like an okay thing to say. We don't have pheromone detectors in our noses, if I recall correctly. I think that the dating advice that I'm like referring to, that I'm just making up in my head, is like, yeah, but do you have those detectors in your heart or whatever? Like, I don't know. It's all a bunch of like voodoo-y, wacky science, you know? I say science in the biggest air quotes of all time. But I don't know. It could be true. Could be true. I do feel lucky that, like, I genuinely did have this thought that, okay, now we are no longer in the sponsored stream. I can say come freely. Not because I really want to, but it's nice to know that I have the choice. Does that make sense? It's a very distinct, we don't all have to say it. We don't all have to say it is the thing, but it's like a very subtle and nuanced difference. Why is it that this community can only fall in line to do this kind of stuff, okay? I don't know. Where did I go wrong? We lost our sanity. I know you can, but should you? So true. So true. Oh my God. So it was nice. Nice calm day of chores. What's the sexiest animated character? We've talked about this before. I also recently, and I haven't forgotten about this because I haven't Googled it yet, and I don't know if I want to. That's the messed up part. It's like a real ignorance is bliss. I still like Scrappy Doo. I don't think Scrappy Doo is the villain. I think y'all are smoking something. I remember a distinct Scooby-Doo episode on TV where Scrappy Doo was like, Scrappy Doo was not trying to kill anyone with a baseball bat. Scrappy Doo was there to like help and be a team player. You know what I mean? To handle the unforeseen circumstances of a high intensity workplace. You know what I mean? Scrappy Doo was there to help. And I resent the idea that Scrappy Doo is evil. You're so wrong for this. And then I liked the feeling of being persecuted for my Scrappy Doo take so much that I then alleged that Scrappy Doo is my fursona, which, like, psychologically is maybe not that far away from who I am. You know what I mean? I do have a very, like, annoying, like, little brother-esque vibe about me. I understand that. I'm an only child, but I didn't get enough attention. That's a dangerous cocktail right there. You know? I clipped that, I believe. Oh, that's good. That'll last forever. That's good. That'll last forever. I will chi here. I will happily chi here and throw out a dangerous tile just to get into Tenpai for the end of the round in case we get into an exhaustive draw situation. I use Scrappy Doo to order dog treats on Postmates. I still do have a white Sona as well. My white Sona, very much alive and cooking. Oh, can I discard this? I can't discard this. I gotta discard a terminal tile, dude. I'm so PO'd right now, and I hate to use harsh language like that. I'm so PO'd right now. Hopefully we can get into Tenpai somehow, but I just don't believe in I don't believe in Harvey Dent. I don't believe in the 4 of characters discard. The 1 was just thrown, but someone could have a 5-6 in their hand very, very easily, right? All right, show me that 4. So they were waiting on the 4-7. This is exactly why we don't throw it out. Left load was waiting on the 7. Like, honestly, I'm soul reading these MFers. I'm having the greatest reads of all time. Granted, it's not paying dividends for us. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are squarely stuck in 3rd place. But these are good reads. 2 Dora in my hand. 3 Han with the red 5 as well. That's kind of amazeballs right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. Kind of amazeballs with it. Did I do anything else? I don't know. I'm a responsible laundry person. I like paying it forward. Like, here are some things that I do during laundry that I genuinely think make me a better person. Like, for example, when I take off my socks, sorry everyone for your boners or whatever, for the mental imagery. When I take off my socks, I don't leave them out, like inside out in the hamper. Does that make sense? Like, you know, sometimes if you're taking your socks off in a hurry, you can rip them off, but then suddenly they're inside out. Call me one of my favorite Pixar animated movies, right? But then that creates a whole heck of a lot of trouble for you later. Because cut two, you're done with laundry and you now have to refold all of your socks. You now have to put them all inside out. So what I do is that I do all that S before I throw it in the washer. Not only that, this is how responsible I am. They should trust me with the keys to the city. I'm not even joking. The dryer where you clean the lint, I'm cleaning that lint every single day. Every single time I clean the lint. And I know sometimes, like, you don't have to clean the lint necessarily, right? You don't have to clean the lint necessarily. I guess I'm going for the chance at all simples. It's maybe foolish, but I just might be the lunatic you're looking for. They ain't nasty after the laundry. I mean, that's also true. I suppose that's true. It depends if you think that the water only washes the side that's facing the water. And honestly, I don't know. I've never been inside of a washing machine as it's happened. Sure, sex is good, but have you ever been inside a washing machine? This stream, I gotta... All right, Loveload calls the Riichi. I don't know what we're doing here. Lust, thank you for the compliment. 99 AMs. Oh, you picked a great stream to join. Welcome, welcome. Can we get some Yusung psychological prisons just to show them what kind of state that they're in right now? Martian Marmalade, aren't you supposed to clean it every time? I think you're absolutely supposed to. Can I also tell you how broken my brain is? Because we were talking about socks and stuff. I read your message of aren't you supposed to clean it every time? And in my mind, I was like, I read, aren't you supposed to lick it clean every time? There's something wrong with me. You're supposed to clean it every time. It's not particularly likely to cause a fire if you miss it once, but the habit is very good for overall safety. The canary, I recently learned that my parents never clean out the lint thing, and one day they had to move the piping outside, and then like, boom, like the most lint you've ever seen popped out of their little coil thing or whatever. All right, we gotta pay out the third place. We gotta pay out the third place semi-doubters. That's fair. That's fair. Run the prediction back. Where will we place in Riichi Mahjong? Great, get the great redistribution going. Sorry to the believers out there. Sorry to any believers out there. But like I think we hung in there pretty decently. All things considered, I'm your host Terry Gross. We hung in there pretty decently. Wow. Squabby, thank you for the 5 months. I really, really appreciate it. Enjoying the Mahjong Monday. It seems so fun is what I'll say. We're playing Mahjong. My name is Yusung. And after, I will eat an ice cream sundae. Welcome to Mahjong Mondays. I'm your host, Yusung. Let's get zuzzy. Can someone post the how to learn Mahjong video again? Gay dog, absolutely. Exclamation mark, how to play. And I think this should pull up my tutorial. Exclamation mark Mahjong can also do it. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that, great. I'm convinced if I skip cleaning the lint even once, I will die immediately. Hedgehogs, this is how I feel every night. When I check the front door to make sure it is locked, I'm like, if it is not locked, I will die immediately. Someone will break into my home and kill me. You know what I mean? It's messed up. It's definitely messed up. Have I ever seen anything even go remotely bad in this neighborhood? No, and that's a very privileged thing to be able to say. But this is how anxiety just like weasels its way into your head, you know? What am I looking forward to this week? I honestly, the thing that I might be looking forward to most is getting gasoline. And you're like, you sung. Why are you looking forward to getting gasoline? Why? Because I go to Costco, where the savings are immeasurable. Where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Dude, this is an awful hand, right? Like, this is truly an awful hand. I think I should have gone for 13 orphans or something, because this hand is like truly god awful. I don't know if it's even possible for us to have like a worse hand at this point in the game. Okay, maybe 7 pairs if we're lucky. But going to Costco to get gas means that you can also get a hot dog and a pizza. That is very delightful. That is very, very delightful indeed. Correlate Oracle, how's it going? I just unlocked the new tile face, and it's distracting how cute it is. I can't even count the shapes anymore. Hey, did somebody call K-pop star Psy? Because we just got a new face. The new tile face is good, but unfortunately for me, it makes the tiles a little less legible. You know what I mean? It makes the tiles a little bit harder to read at face value, and that could just be because I haven't gotten used to them or whatever. But I think for the new player experience, because above all else, I consider myself an educator. Okay, I know I say come a lot and stuff, but at the end of the day, I consider myself an educator first and foremost. And so that's why I don't want to necessarily use the new tiled face. I just like having the new tile face. Tiny Slugs, hello. Dom, hello. I ate a hot dog on a horse farm this weekend. That sounds like a delightful weekend. I've never ridden a horse. I'm too scared to. I'm just too scared to enter that arena. You know what I mean? Sure, I'm hung like a horse. But I've never ridden a horse before. This is awful, by the way. Right Lord is also called a Riichi, and I'm scared right now. Anyone else absolutely terrified? Turd Ferg, hello. We gotta get some more safe tiles up in here, and this is maybe why I just should have folded immediately with how terrible our starting hand is. Good thing that we were in the dealer seat too, so we have like the most to lose out of everyone else here. Another safe tile that we could discard right now at this point. Hang on, could they have a 3-4 in their hand? I mean, if they're gonna give me the chance to just... Dude, I know that we could get into Tenpai, but I don't think that it's worth it. I think that we just try to play safely. Dear Lord. Okay, so we don't end up dealing in, but we have to pay a little bit of a dealer penalty here. So this is Riichi Sumo Pinfu. Luckily for us, it's not that big. They get to slurp up both Riichi sticks, but that's a very fine way to get out of East 1, right? What do you think is the horniest bug movie? B movie, Ants, Bug Life. There was a scene in B movie, and I'm not joking, where there was a joke about like having an orgasm, right? Like one of the bees, one of the titular bees was talking about the sensation of stinging someone, and the dialogue was like, it was like all this intense emotion and then suddenly euphoria. And I was like, I think this is an orgasm joke. Like the language was even more coded than that. So naturally I had to jerk off when I got home. B movie is like our generation's natural aphrodisiac. You sung, just think about what you say before you say it. Oh my God. I must confess I've never seen the B movie. I think that is A-okay. I think it is just an okay movie. I think the premise of B movie is that a bee falls in love with a lady, right? Is that the premise of B movie? It's either that or like the bee wants to go to college or something. I think movies that anthropomorphize bugs, A-okay in my book. You know what I mean? It's not a problem. But making them sexy? Who's gonna pay for my exorbitant tissue budget? All right, let's talk about the game. So we got this awkward two-pair situation. The nut drive right now for us is another 6 or another 8. At least we get to call Riichi on a double-sided weight, right? Some words are interesting when a person strings them together into a sentence, and this is one of those times. I so agree. You know what I was actually thinking about, Lavender, today? And this is not NC-17. This is like a genuine thought that I could say at like a dinner party, you know? And I consider this stream to be a communal dinner party. 1 in chat if you enjoy poetry. 2 in chat if poetry is maybe not your thing. Because here's the thing. This is how I feel about poetry. And I like poetry, but I think with poetry, you can get away with maybe not being very good at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a good sense of when a poem is good or when a poem is bad. Rupi Kaur is the asterisk to all of this. Sorry, but like... Sorry, I shouldn't be taking shots. I would be upset if someone was taking those shots at me. But also, the poems are out there in the public domain. You know what I mean? I shouldn't... All right, going back into Pinfu mode, by the way. So you like poetry, but you have notes? Absolutely. I think I call this Riichi, by the way. This is a nice little Riichi Pinfu. It's a bit later into the game, but I'm seeing the Dora being discarded. I don't sense any danger here, Rutro. Okay, well now if people want to play safe to Right Lord, they might discard like an 8 of circles or something. That's when I slurp them up, or I could just immediately deal in and regret my entire life. Bazinga. Good poetry won, but bad poetry is painful. Bad poetry is legitimately painful. You know what I mean? I absolutely agree with you. Like, bad poetry to me is genuinely like offensive, you know? It rustles my jimmies. But good poetry? Sheesh. I do like good poetry. I got this, my friend recommended this poet. It's right here. I don't know. Her last name is Lambert. I don't know her first name. But the poetry collection is called Shame is an Ocean I Swim Across. Shit's fire. It's good. I haven't read it in a while, but I remember as I was reading it, I was like, this is good. I don't know what makes it good, but I'm like, this is like good. Some thought was put into it. It's not just, you know, it's not just like quippy little bazingas here and there. Oh my God, that was supposed to be ours. Fair enough. Miranda. Thank you. Thank you. Slam poetry is my jam. This is the thing about slam poetry. I like it as a medium. It's very theatrical. But bad slam poetry ruins it for so many others, you know? I think modern poetry has followed the trend of modern art to strip art to its core through minimalism. It's a thin line between strip to the essentials skillfully and strip to nothing and artless. I wish someone would strip me to nothing. I agree with you. I agree with you is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, poetry is a weird medium. Because I remember, like, I took a poetry class in college. I'm sure my parents loved spending that money. You know what I mean? I didn't tell them, obvi. But I'm sure my parents would have loved, you know, just sitting in on one of those. Like, don't get me wrong. Do I think it's valuable? Yeah, absolutely. But also, like, did I think that everyone in that room, including myself, was a fraud? I wrote this poem that I thought was really, really good. It was like a monologue about confessing your feelings to another person. And it ended with wanna get sushi. And it was like a comedic poem. And I was like, this poem actually slapped Riichi Sumo Ipatsu. I'm gonna, I was like, not only is this poem good, but it would sell. Like, I can see the marketability of this poem, and I got a C on that poem. And I'm like, how did I get a C on this poem? The poem is subjective. Have you considered for a second, Professor Fraud, that you just simply don't get it? Like, I know it's like, oh, they have a degree in this, but like poetry is one of those things that like, you can get away with being a fraud. Oh my God. You can genuinely get away with being a fraud. And that's what makes me nervous about the medium, you know? 369. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And we really wanted to keep that last hand too. That was really, really painful. You kind of write poetry when you make Mahjong intros on YouTube? Yeah. Try giving me a C now, Professor Fraud. You think anyone could be writing these song parodies on YouTube? I don't think so. Maybe you missed a syllable? Well, it was a high Q and I did use 47 different syllables, so I can now understand why I got a C. No, dude, it's like, it's the most subjective, like it's the most subjective, like, sludge in the world. It's goop. It's whatever we want it to be, you know? So I do have a chip on my shoulder from that. I do feel a little bit vengeful, you know? A little John Wick revenge arc. Not to toot my own horn, but I won some poetry awards in college, but now I feel so dumb and uncreative all the time. That's actually incredible that you won awards. That's fucking dope as hell. That's incredible. -1 to the fraud score is winning an award, but grading my sushi poem badly, you'll rue the day. The grading criteria should be, did you follow the prompt and did you put in enough effort? I think that's absolutely true. I think in terms of creative writing, like, I don't know, fiction is a little bit more like, fiction has a little bit more teeth to it. Like, if somebody gave me fiction, I could be like, your sentence structure is getting a little bit repetitive. Maybe don't start all your sentences with the same word. Maybe mix it up. You can't start every sentence with the word the. It'll get really, really old and really, really harsh on the ears, right? But poetry is harder to make a meal out of, you know? Anyway. This is an interesting hand. I don't know necessarily what we're whittling down our hand for. Maybe 3 concealed triplets if we're lucky. Maybe 4 concealed triplets if I'm going psychotic Joker mode. It's a possibility. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. Sure, I suppose. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai. We can get onto a double-sided weight pretty easily if we discard another 8 of bamboo. Other forms of art that I think would be hard to grade. Dude, how would you ever grade someone who was dancing? You know what I mean? Like, because I think I can tell when someone's a bad dancer versus a good dancer. Want to see a good dancer? There's passion in each and every step. There's passion in each and every step, and he knows how to connect to his audience, right? That's a great dancer. But you know how sometimes you can tell when someone's like a bad dancer? That's one of those things where I'm like, how do you even make the rubric for that? Pointed toes, I suppose, but that's only like one part of it. Also, how are you supposed to focus on someone's pointed toes when it's giving you a boner the entire time? Oh my God. Save the dance for the RNG summoning. So true, so true. An art teacher I had only graded pass or fail because of subjectiveness. That's nice. I watched a, oh man, I watched this awesome video essay today about an American artist who was like, he drew like, not the stick figures, but the simple figures and did a lot of like AIDS, like not protest art, but just like, you know, like being loud about it because the government wasn't doing like squat and stuff. And I was like, you know what? This is so subjective. Like, this is not my jam at all, but I understand why it's like powerful. Keith Haring, goated artist. I liked that video essay a lot. A lot. Genuinely. Keith Haring, one of the GOATs. I think one of the smartest things that I've ever said is like in a art class in college, I was like, you know, like there is a painting of a farm worker and she had her back bent and was like picking a crop. And I was like, her back is below the horizon. Thus, the land is very imposing on her, the subject. And the teacher was like, quite. And I was like, I'm going to go home and masturbate just to the thought of how smart I am. That shit, smart as hell, dude. I don't know where it came from either. You know what I mean? Also, another smart thing that you can say, feel free to take notes if you're watching along at home, is I don't know where the water ends and the horizon begins, signaling a sense of limitlessness. Sheesh! Smart as hell. Smart as hell. Yuppers. These are smart things to say. One in chat if these are like pretty smart things to say. I think they're pretty smart things to say. I also like, I learned a lot from college. Not necessarily like what I should have learned, but come on. That's also pretty subjective. This is a weird situation where we could call a Riichi Pinfu, or we could try to go for just like an open red dragon hand. It's a very weird situation right now, but that's okay. I will say that in math class. Being in a sketch comedy group made me realize how to give notes to other people. And here's the thing, it's not just applicable in sketch comedy. This information and this intel is applicable, like if you're having like a difficult conversation with someone else, this information is also applicable. You want to know how to give notes, how to share your thoughts constructively? 1, do it as concisely as possible. And 2, do it as high energy as possible. If someone like does a very vulnerable thing, right? Oh, I'm so submissive and breedable. I wrote a comedy sketch. I'm trying to make people laugh. And if it doesn't, that's really humiliating, right? Someone just did something really vulnerable. You want to know how to kill that sketch? Is to do low energy droning notes. Yeah, I guess, yeah, no, I think it's okay. I think just, what was it on page 3? Like, yeah, I think this joke might be a little, like, I don't know about this, but like, that kills a sketch. That kills a sketch immediately. It just kills the energy in the room as well. And so you gotta be like, hey, I really like this. This joke and this joke and this joke worked for me. I fucking love that. Here's where I think it didn't work. Everything else about it. Can you change fucking everything? You fucking idiot. That's how to give a good note. That's how to give a good note. It's really important. It's really important. Also, people don't value this, I think, as much as I do. I don't know. But I think when you're having like a difficult situation, like in a friendship or a romantic relationship, in any relationship, like in bringing energy to the table, like being willing to be forthcoming with your energy and your vulnerability, that is an asset. That is an asset. Outsin, how's it going? Do you have to do the sandwich method? You don't have to, but I really like the sandwich method. I like hyping people up. Like it's really hard to do anything. So I'm like, here you go, have some hype on the house, and then here's like the stuff that you might want to change, you know? My college had a comedy English class, and I was secondhand embarrassed that their final grade was doing their routines in the campus pub. I still went to watch though. That's tough. Your final is doing stand-up? Damn, that's rough. I did a lot of stand-up. And I think it's a lot of fun, but yeah, bad stand-up is tricky. It's tricky for sure. Which is why like I developed this skill of like when other people are doing bad stand-up, I laugh anyway. I laugh anyway. You know what I mean? Cause why not? I think it's the nice thing to do. Like, I don't think it's like, you know, oh, you might overinflate their ego and then they might think that they're way better than this than they are. So what? I'm not gonna be in every single audience, but if I have the opportunity to make this person's day a little bit better, knowing how hard it is to come up with a type 5, yeah, I'm gonna absolutely laugh. If I can, I also understand, oh, he's so riled up. I also understand, because I've been on both sides of the coin, what it means to be a good audience member. And so if I'm sitting in the audience, you want me in your audience, because if I'm sitting in the audience at your sketch comedy show, if I can tell that something is a joke, I will laugh, because it's easier for other people to laugh if one person laughs initially. That is absolutely true, you know? Anyway, it's why I like when people say lols and lamaus in the chat. It's just nice. It feels like I'm doing something, you know? But instead, all we do is we say come a lot together, which I say, no, it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. I don't hate when we all say come together. It's tricky, but I don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You don't want to be responsible for creating the Joker? I'm not creating the Joker. We live in a society. Grubby? Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Introverted Maestro. It's like nodding your head when the professor is looking for cues. So true. Professors have self-esteem too. You want to know how to make your lecture fucking awful? By not listening. Genuinely, just make eye contact and nod and smile occasionally. They'll feel more engaged, and guess what? You'll feel better too. Fucking bozo. It's so like these social cues I feel so strongly about, because no one fucking cares, you know? No one fucking cares. I care a shit ton. I just like making other people feel better. Anyway, I'm so sorry to have a fiery energy today. I really mean everything that I say, you know? Laws and lamaus, but also come. I'll take it. Unless someone is being offensive, it's kind of rude as an audience member to just let someone bomb. Yeah, I sometimes like. I will say this. Yeah, there have been specific occasions where, and I don't know if I want to name names or not, but I was like watching a comedian like perform like actually offensive jokes, like actually like anti-Asian jokes, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna laugh for this one, Chief. There's definitely exceptions to the rule. And it was also really disappointing. So I'll give you the context, right? It was like, we went to a comedy festival at Brown, right? Super progressive campus, as you can imagine. And the stand-up comic there, who was, look, I can compartmentalize this, but the voice of Tina from Bob's Burgers, I really love. I think that they do an amazing job at voicing Tina. But like, it was a lot of really offensive one-liners, anti-Asian jokes. I really regret not walking out on that performance and like not making a show of it, just like fucking exiting. And it was also really hard to like, see some of my like friends laugh at that. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh man, this really sucks. And don't get me wrong, I still enjoy Bob's Burgers. But like, I don't grab for it first thing on the shelf anymore, you know? It was bad. A lot of other people, because again, fucking Brown, right? People are reading and smoking weed on the quad. It's progressive as hell. Know your audience. Don't say some of that shit, you know? Like, I can still separate the voice acting performance from the stand-up comic, but it was, again, like, just like fairly disappointing. It's like, I would rather someone be just not funny than not funny and also like racist, you know? It was just like, it was one joke about Asian men having small penises, but like one joke is kind of like, no, it wasn't ironic either. It was like, you know? Don't get me wrong. I had a 2-inch powerhouse down there. I just, you know, let me talk about it, you know? Maybe just let someone else trod that territory, you know? No. Yeah, it's fairly dehumanizing. I will say that. Anyway, welcome to our Riichi Mahjong. Welcome to our Riichi Mahjong stream, where I explicitly try to avoid talking about political subjects, not because I'm shy of about my opinions, but because like I know that some people just watch the stream because they're having like a tough day. Do you think you have even balls or odd balls? Sorry, I just mean like balanced or not. Anyway. I don't think anyone has symmetrical balls. I don't think that's possible. Like, don't get me wrong. If you do at home right now and you're watching this and you're like, what the hell? I'm the one being ignorant. But I think that the asymmetry of it is what makes it beautiful. Ah! I just go to the wrong tile! That's okay. We weren't gonna get an 8 of bamboo anyway. We weren't gonna get an 8 of bamboo anyway. You know Joe has wild nails? Nulls? Oh, nulls. Ay. Anyway, I appreciate you letting me go off for a while. I genuinely do appreciate that. That is very, very kind of you. I just want to say usually the stream is genuinely not like that. The other abhorrent stuff that I've said on the stream about pheromones and stuff, no, I'll stand by that. Pascal, how's it going? Hello. What do you think about those photographs that are like, I mean, this is my whole ethos. You know what I mean? You know those photographs that are like, we took a photo before and after we told the person that you look beautiful. I don't even want to con this. We're really close to first place and it doesn't even feel that bad right now. I'm gonna go this. Now we're one tile away from a two-sided weight in terms of tempi. 1 in the 4 of characters are pretty likely to drop, right? Or just, I guess the 1 is. We didn't know about that 4 that was just on the way. A crossword might be going for some kind of 7 pairs zuzziness. That 4 matching mine is a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I try to do. You know, like we told this streamer he had a good haircut before and after we took these photos. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to just be behind a camera to tell someone that they look good today. You know what I mean? I just like hyping people up in general. I'm sorry for my first comment to be that. In my years pursuing balls, I've never seen a symmetrical pair. Yep. And so this myth of symmetry being attractive is an effing lie. I'll say it right now. Hang on. Am I willing to discard this? I think I am. This is just seat wind. This is literally just seat wind. I literally only have a 1,000-point hand, but getting 1,000 points off of a crossword wouldn't be that bad. Lightspeed Sloth. We took these photographs before and after we said the word come. You won't believe what happened next. First photo was like, second photo was like, that's an interesting Tumblr post, you know? Booba also have no symmetry? Yeah, I don't think people's faces are generally that symmetric. Like, I definitely have one eye that's like a little less big than the other. One of my nipples is in a star shape. Okay, that's not true. I just want it to be absurd. I just want it to be absurd and say something a little absurdist to try to get the crowd riled up, you know? Humans are seldom symmetrical. Highly agreed. Highly agreed. You know who is symmetrical? Flat Stanley. Do you think Flat Stanley was packing? How did that work? You know what I mean? That's so fucked up if Flat Stanley like wasn't packing. But like it could have been like, you know how some puzzles like can be 3D? Like you can assemble a puzzle so that there's a part of it that's like a building that comes up. Do you think that's what Flat Stanley was doing? There's gotta be some decent Rule 34 on Flat Stanley. Like I'm not saying gangbusters, but like someone's thought about it. Non-ironic R34 though? It's hard to say. I don't know if the Flat Stanley database fan base is that big. Ellie, have a nice night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Flat Stanley's a child? Let's get out of this line of conversation immediately. I thought Flat Stanley was like an actual adult that had adult responsibilities. That is clearly not the case, and I would like to apologize for my transgressions. This is a bonkers hand, by the way. 1 Westwind away from Seatwind, Red 5 Dora, 3 Han, but 3 Han's all you need to dethrone a Crosslord. Be the change you want to see in the world. So true. I mean, I don't want to ever forget this, because this was a really fun period of the stream. A lot of people in this community have written Nancy Drew fanfiction for me to read out on stream. Okay, this is now awful. I cannot discard this and throw away my lead. Just like my country, I'm young, frumpy, and dumpy, and I cannot throw away this tile. Fair enough. We could pivot to a, an all simples hand if we're so lucky. Burn Castle, how's it going? Why was there so much water on my desk? Is my desk perspirating? What is going on here? What is going on here? Okay, Crosslord going off. Oh no, we don't want to see them running here. So Eastwind is probably a safe tile, and after that, the Westwinds are probably our best bet. Our nut draw kind of a play right now. Oh, the Southwind is a little risky. At least I don't want to give someone just a prevalent wind, right? I'll throw away my Sea Winds before anything else. The nut draw right now is not necessarily a draw or a nut, but it is the fact that a Crosslord might deal into Left Lord. That would be perfect. There's one way to dethrone a Crosslord without even doing anything. Let's go. Let's go. I think I've developed an uncomfortably strong bond with the Nancy Drew extended universe because I have been, I don't want to say forced, but I've had the pleasure of spending so much time in close proximity with the characters, you know? At a certain point, it stops making sense and you're like, I have to form some emotional attachment to this. Otherwise, I am just torturing myself. And thus, I believe I truly have it in me to write incredible erotic fanfiction about the Nancy Drew universe. I am not joking. I am not joking. I think I understand the characters. I think I would sprinkle in like a mystery as well. Like, oh, where are my undergarments? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of a spicy mystery. I look forward to it. I would read. Well, that's the thing. Like I would never actually publish that fan fiction under my own name because that is like, no, I don't want this community to know that. You know what I mean? That's like a deep look into my psyche. I don't want that necessarily. Hedgehogs, hope you have a nice night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. You dong, mate. I published the fan fiction under the handle Udong. No one will know. No one will know. Udong would write for us. You're trying to reverse psychology me, like what I was saying earlier of like, you can't be I bet you can't be well behaved for this entire plane ride. It's like, I bet you won't write erotic fan fiction and publish it for all of us to see. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. I'll publish erotic fan fiction for everyone. I don't give a frick anymore. Oh, they're 2-inch wonder. Okay, Left Lord calls the Riichi. I'm gonna discard the Dora. This is a little bit dangerous, right? Because Left Lord is the dealer, so if they win this round, we actually have to repeat this round. We're just hoping that I guess that they don't win this. I'm not sure. This is it's a risky and a tricky situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is an unfortunate situation that the dealer gets to call Riichi. If they sumo though, it's not terrible news for us, right? Like we still get to stay in second place if they sumo. Bread Bowl, how's it going? Hello. You like to say daddy during bed. I like to call my romantic partners Carson Drew. We are not the same. We are not the same. Riichi, Pinfu, sumo. All right. We'll take it. They get to run it back as the dealer, but if we get a fast hand, we're gonna run away with it this time. Another pair of the Westwinds, not really what we want to see, but it's an okay addition to our head. during bed. Yes, Carson Drew, litigate me harder. You know what I mean? Because Carson Drew, also a lawyer. I have a dumb work meeting soon. Good luck with the work meeting. Good luck with the work meeting. This A9 shape is not inspiring a lot of joy in this hand. This is, at best, this is like a Pinfu, like a Riichi Pinfu shenanigans, but the 2 of bamboo draw is not bad. 2 of bamboo draw is not bad at all. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this, a little your music saved me situation, but whenever a player's name is Free Jianshi, it means that they had an inappropriate username and then Yostar is like, force them to change it or something. I don't have an inappropriate username at all. It's just my name. Carson Drew, absentee dad, present lover. Lamau, really? Yeah, because otherwise, like, I've seen too many of these MFers in my game lobbies, right? Okay, we can go for all simples here. Maybe even 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence, but we don't need that to kill a giant. All we need is some chutzpah and an all simples hand. Is Yudong a free Jianshi? Yudong, I don't know if it would be allowed. Dong could be considered a flagged term, you know? But dong to me is love. Dong to me is life. Okay, there's a 2 of characters. We would love to see that. Gets pawned away by Left Lord. That's gonna be bad for us if we ever wanted to finish our 2, 3, 4 little shape here. Also, dude, we haven't had a free Wednesday in a long time. I will say this. Now is the time to strike. If you have any game suggestions for this Wednesday, let me know in the Discord. We got a game recommended games channel. Please, let me know there. This is a first time. Frozen voice for the first time in forever. We don't have a game to play, which is kind of nice. I'll get right on that. There's this game called Outer something that people have suggested before that I don't know. I might check out. Baldur's Gate 3. That's the thing. First time. Please pass. I need you to pass. I need you to pass. I know it's the Dora. I know that we're 12 tiles in, but I just need you to pass. It gets cheated. Oh! That's how you know he's got the killer instinct. Now, was that first place mainly because I wanted to go relieve my bladder because it's feeling like the Hudson Dam down there? Absolutely. Is it also nice to pay out the first place believers? You betcha. You betcha. Baldur's Gate 3? Gate these balls on my head? What the hell? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
Ta-ta! Ciao for now.
Very cool. Oops.
P report. Clear as a glacier. Okay. Where will we place it, Mahjong? Wait, is this a new prediction or is this the old prediction? Does anybody know if this... Oh no, does anybody know if we've been paid out or what's going on right now? The P was crystal clear, okay? If you used the Photoshop eyedropper tool, you would be like, is this a transparent layer? We don't even know what's going on. Not paid. Is anybody lying to me? You pissed loud AF, and I think that's pretty cool. You gotta have a loud, you gotta have a firm handshake and a loud stream of urine. You know what I mean? Run the prediction back. Congrats to the believers. Again, the safest bet every single time. You need to pay that one out. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Again, tag yourself. I'm the guy on the iPad at the Fun Beach event. Dude, this food looks delicious. That food looks absolutely incredible. All right, they got the fully bonded outfit. Okay, we're up against a true pro gamer. We could go for 3 big dragons here as well. It's a little bit awkward with these shapes. Salami Superstar, thank you for the 20 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Subvember is coming up, which is nice. It's a nice prelude into Dom Tober. I'm excited for this summer to be over. Dude, I talked about it in today's in YouTube video, but for anyone else who had to like stomach that hurricane from this past weekend, I hope you're doing okay. Genuinely, you know, that your power is working, no flooding, God forbid, or anything like that. Not only was there a hurricane here, what was this? The climax of King Lear? But there was also an earthquake. There was a genuine earthquake that happened, like, in media res, like at the same time as the hurricane. It was very scary. Riichi Sumo Ipatsu. Oh my god. Why do you have this animation, but you're not even playing as the guy? Cute. I will also say this. King Lear, kind of based. Correct me if I'm wrong, book lords out there, but like King Lear, there's a section in King Lear called the Storm where, and this is not some QAnon thing, okay? Where King Lear genuinely just yells against the weather. Is that right? Or am I, that's the door! Is that right? Or have I lost my mind? I remember that. So I was thinking about this earlier in today, and I was like, that's hilarious, because I, for one, think it's incredibly epic, and number 2, it is literally Old Man Yells at Clouds, like the musical. Do you know what I mean? He's literally just yelling at the clouds. No, how's it going? My phone gave me an alert, and then a few seconds later, I felt shaking. Biku, I think that's exactly what happened to me. It's at least nice that those alerts are in place, at least, right? Could be worse, could be worse. Vessel, hello. This is an interesting experience where we certainly have a lot of pairs in our hand. 50 pairs for a verse, no album out. Okay, Right Lord calls the Riichi. Again, really unfortunate for us, right? Because our hand was cooking and we're in the dealer seat. We can push once with this 9 of characters, but then after that, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to get into Tenpai. Like, we don't really have any information around our bamboo tiles, and we're gonna have to discard something, right? At least we know that they don't have any Dora. I mean, they could have one, but it'd be very, very weird, right? I remember reading King Lear in high school, and I was like, what is this man on? Man is shouting at the sky like it's gonna yell back, for real, for real. So true. It's kind of epic, though. I like those conflicts where it's like person against nature or person against society. I think that those stories are really, really compelling to me. It's like person versus the things that they can't change. You know what I mean? Like me versus the ability to become relatable. You know what I mean? Because I'm so handsome and so jacked and everything that I'm immediately unrelatable. I'm going to discard the 9s of bamboo. I know we have some safe discards, but a part of me Oh, a part of me really wants to push for this hand for some reason. Man versus food. Man versus food is also pretty compelling. The weather lately has been worth shouting at. If only shouting at the weather could actually do something. Then global warming would be done in an instant. I would have some harsh words for global warming, mind you. We're one tile away from Tenpai, and it's not even a bad Tenpai. You've heard of bad grandpa, but bad Tenpai. We really want to see a 6 of bamboo. That would be the nuts right now. 6 of bamboo would be incredible. We could even open up our hand, still play safe, and then get on a triple-sided weight, technically. And then eventually, we're going to get into a... Oh! Tonight, we dine in hell. It's been an honor. It passed! Oh my god! Oh my god, it passed. Oh my god, it passed. What is this? A really obstinate kidney stone? The way we're happy to see it pass? Holy moly, this weight is crap. Oh! Texas weather is a cruel joke. Everything is bigger in Texas, including weather fluctuations. That's the messed up part of it all. A dealer, dude, I am telling you. Dream Girl's voice. And I am telling you, I'm not folding. Something in me was telling me to push that hand. Usually I got a goblin telling me to back my ass up in the club. This something was telling me to push. Sirs and welcome. Unfortunately, I don't speak Chinese. It's Japanese. I am Chinese. I'm so sorry. That was a genuinely slip in judgment and not meant to be something racist. I can read a little bit of Chinese, but I can't read Japanese. And so I apologize. I can't read your message at all. I can approximate it. It's like, hello, you have amazing hair and incredible Mahjong skills. Why, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Like that guy who cheated at chess? You mean via vibrations and stuff? This hand is also nuts, by the way. This hand is nuts. If we draw another 5 or an 8, we can draw so many tiles right now that could send us into Tenpai. Some first time watching, Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this is the thing. I've genuinely watched Japanese players play Riichi Mahjong, and even though I don't understand what they're saying, I understand the Mahjong terminology, right? Honitsu, like Riichi Ipatsu, Ganbate, etc., etc. So that's like a nice... That's also like a nice feeling, you know? There's some, at least Mahjong, the language is a little bit universal. Anyway, that hand felt amazing to win. That hand felt amazing to win. It's like the time that we started pushing, by the way, wasn't even incredible. Like at that point, our hand wasn't looking that good, but I really wanted to win that one. I felt something in me. Something has changed within me. Some tiles are not the same. What do you think is the most inspirational piece of media? Like, I've never seen Rocky. I don't know what is the most inspirational piece of media to me. You know what I genuinely think is up there for like a piece of media that gets me hyped and motivated? The AlphaGo documentary. Your streams? Yo, no, not thank you. It's because like, is it because like a dummy like me is aspiring to chase greatness in Riichi Mahjong? The AlphaGo documentary gets me emotional, dude. It's about like human versus machine and like perseverance and not giving up and stuff. The AlphaGo documentary goes kind of hard. Because that haircut, thank you. Thank you. I think that is a very inspirational piece of media. I also will say on the reverse side, and I don't mean to yuck anyone's yum, there are these videos on YouTube where it's like inspirational, like talking set to inspiring music or whatever. It's like they'll play like a song from a famous movie OST, and someone will just give like a motivational speech. That shit does not work on me even a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't. If other people are telling me to get motivated for the sake of being motivated, no, absolutely not. Telling me to Pokemon Go to the polls would even be better than those motivational videos. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I just am I the only one that has seen these? They're very, very weird. And don't get me wrong. I think a good motivational speaker is like cool and all. I think it's very cool and very legal and whatnot. But I also think that like you know, when it's all gussied up and they got the music soundtrack and they got like the harsh editing, it's a little much for me, you know? It's a little much. Yeah, and I hardly cringe at anything, you know? But I also think like I'm too based to have that stuff work on me, because I'm like, you just want me to be a productive member of society so I can contribute to income inequality. Do you know what I mean? That's like, is that really what we're doing at the end of the day? Okay, this hand is good. We want to see a 4 of circles more than anything else. Like motivation, it's like you can't just harness it whenever, you know? Like I wish I could tell myself in college, like, you sung. Not that I even tried this, but like, you know, if you procrastinate your essay to the last minute, an inspirational video is not going to help you. Do you know what I mean? Like, the discipline that it requires is like, you gotta build on a foundation of skill way before this moment. Way before this moment. Butts channels, I'm not falling for it. I've done my forbidden jutsu, which is I've read your message. I've read your message before reading it out loud. No, I think that it does genuinely work for some people because they have millions of views. And I guess I am just being a hater, huh? I guess I'm being a hater in the sense that like, yeah, like I don't really get it, but that's okay. Not everything has to be for me, you know? I also watched this video essay about how like the cyclists during the okay, I think this is okay. I don't know if that was necessarily the right discard, but I think it was an okay discard. Crossover's gonna win this hand. This hand was a little bit slow. That's okay. That's okay. Where like the cyclists on the Tour de France have to deal with so much fake Yaku. By the way, this never happens. Avert your eyes. This actually never happens. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Cyclists on the Tour de France have to endure so much physical and mental pain that they have to like do like a lot of mental preparation as well. Dude, you could not get me to ride a bike for that long. Like, I famously cannot handle a lot of emotional or physical pain. I'm out of there, you know? It's very, very tough. Motivational tidbit. My wife referred to your videos as Mahjong strategy videos. Holy shit. That is definitely a boon. That is +2 for the self-esteem for sure. Considering what I most talk about is like common stuff, like the fact that this can be kind of seen as strategy, very based indeed. Very based and very illegal. The problem is I would put off my essay until the last minute and then get a B, which would reinforce my choice. Yeah, absolutely. I think like part of the reason that procrastination is so hard to shake is because it works. You know what I mean? You get to like put something off literally forever and ever, and still things turn out okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're all right, but that's not going to keep me warm in the middle of the night. Don't get me wrong. It's like, it doesn't really work, right? I'm being facetious in that it causes us a lot of emotional pain, but like, it doesn't, the consequences aren't there. So it's a very tricky issue. I think you have to be like super mindful and super aware of who you are and like your limitations and stuff if you want to break out of the procrastinating mindset. Mahjong Prima strategy guide. I've said this before and I'll say it again. One of the quintessential experiences for me as a child was like reading strategy guides. I love reading strategy guides. I love my curvy guide. Do you know what I mean? Like I love I don't know. I just like reading about games. Just being in that space and that literature is nice. It's the same reason why I like watching other people play Magic the Gathering on YouTube. It's just like I just like it I just think it's neat. I just like being a part of the community. You know what I mean? What about TV guide? See, that's the thing. I can see why other people enjoy reading the TV guide, but I think that was just like a little too late for me. Like, instead of reading the TV guide, I could just like press the menu button on the TV and just like scroll through the TV guide that way and see what was on, you know? That was a really nice feature. I wore out the pages on my Final Fantasy VII Prima strategy guide, if you know what I mean. I mean, I read it a lot. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, sometimes what you're saying, Young Gravy, is absolutely true, and that the strategy guides would also have feature like incredible artwork and the initial drawings before it got like refined and stuff. I don't know. I think that's very, very neat. I don't have it in me to con here. And I think I do have it in me to fold here. That's the messed up part. Oh, I have nothing to fold with. I have nothing to fold with after this. I suppose 6 of circles is okay. It's a little hashtag inside Suji. All right, I'm folding. We're folding. Pokemon strategy guys were so good. Those were incredible because people don't understand that back in the day, Old Man Yells at Clouds, by the way, like you didn't even know who all the 151 Pokemon were. That shit was forbidden knowledge unless you bought like the ultimate Pokedex or the ultimate guide to Pokemon. You know what I mean? Okay, they discard the door and it gets pawned up by a crossword. A crossword maybe making a break for it. I could kiss you on the mouth, Green Dragon, for being a safe tile at a time like this. Don't make me discard another scary tile, please. Please don't make me discard another scary tile. That is, in fact, a scary tile. They discarded a 2 and an 8. I think the 5 of characters is actually safe here. It's inside Suji, at least. What? Say it to my face. Say it to my face. I don't think that there was a safer discard. I mean, Southwind, maybe. I guess I could have read that a crossword being the bigger threat was going for all simples, right? They were trying to just like Jeremy Pivens their way into an all simples hand and go from there. And then we could have thrown the Southwind, but they were sitting in the South Seed as well. It was a very tricky situation. Okay, well, I also have a question, and this is a genuinely pod question. If you could erase your memory, what would be the first video game that you would replay for the first time? I would pick Final Fantasy X, hands down. Hands down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll go for maybe 7 pairs. Nier Automata. I haven't played Nier. All I know is that a lot of people look at butt in that game. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are there for Butt Watch 2023. But I know that the story is also very good. Sekiro 100 times over. Because it does have a lot of like the plot twists and stuff, right? Or just like, you know, there's some things that you don't predict. Mass Effect, absolutely. Witcher 3 or Skyrim, Tales of Symphonia. See, those a lot of these games, I haven't played a single one of these games. It just goes to show you that we still have a whole, yeah, just end the sentence there. I still have a hole. What are you going to say to that? You know, I still have a hole. We still have a lot of games that we could try to play through. How long does a Dark Souls playthrough take? How long does a Dark Souls playthrough take? And I think I would start with Elden Ring. I think I would start with Elden Ring for sure. Could we do it like in a timely manner. Because this is the thing about playing games on Wednesdays, okay? If we hard commit to games on Wednesdays, it's gonna take us literally like half a year to finish the game, you know? Elden is by far the longest. Call me William Yule the way I'm going for the longest time. Oh my god. It was like 200 hours. You could do it faster. That's tough. That's tough. Because I do want to play like a Souls-like game. But I don't want to lose my soul to the game. As in commit the next like... I don't want to have another Kingdom Hearts level 1 scenario, okay? I don't want to have another Kingdom Hearts level 1 scenario. Dark Souls is probably like 30, 40 minutes or hours. This is tough. This is tough. Because I genuinely do want to play these games, but it's very, very it's hard when I don't stream for that long to begin with, right? Because I can only be entertaining for so long. I will pawn here for perhaps the chance. Mayhaps the chance. I'll tell you something right now. If we draw the 8 of circles, I'll call con. Seven is still the safer discard. It's Suji to right lord. This is a terrible idea, by the way. This is a terrible idea. The 9 is not really that safe. They could have a 7-8 in their hand very, very easily. The 8 of spades. This is absolutely pogged. This is absolutely pogged because now we can pawn. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Here's the messed up part. Dude, we could throw the Dora. We could throw the Dora. We could throw the Dora because it's Suji. But there's only like one more draw in the Emerald City. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't throw the Dora. I don't. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, what kind of bozo gave him $1 million? Who gave him 3 Dora? Was it you? Was it you? Okay, that one hurt. I kind of lost the plot for that one, and I accidentally hid my camera because I'm so sauced. You can have a different animation than your character. I know, it's very, very weird, but apparently you can. Like, this person has the my character Corona animation, even though they're not playing as Corona. My lore, my immersion is being ruined. I'm curious to see what we'll end up playing on Wednesday. I'm really excited. These are the most exciting times where we could literally play anything, you know? We had some hits, Superliminal, the password game. Both of those are pretty good. One of them made me accidentally leak my email, but that's okay. That's okay. I may have bet a little too much on first. I will say, unless we get a Yakuman, first is looking a little unattainable, but it's not looking, I don't know, it's not over, right? We just need like a Sanbaimon or something, direct hit on a cross lord to get there. It's not impossible. All right, what's going on here? I mean, we have a Dora. Oh, our shapes are good, though, is the problem. Our shapes are good. So what is the nut draw for us right now? Nut draw for us right now, I think, is the 7 of characters. 7 of characters, or changing this into a pure double sequence would be really, really nice. We want to end up waiting, like, we want to call Riichi all symbols red 5 Dora, waiting on a 5 of characters or an 8 of characters. That'd be nice. Ever gonna play King of the Castle again? That is an excellent suggestion, Hazanov. I will say, there needs to be some major rebalancing to that game for us to retouch King of the Castle, because as of right now, it's impossible to win as the Tyrant. At least that's what I think, you know? Have you played Oxenfree of After Party? Those might be up your alley. I think it's been suggested before in the Discord. Also, by the way, Go back to League of Legends if your mentality is this weak. Dude, you're a Mongon away. I think this just might be McDonald's Wi-Fi, but you're like a Mongon away from being back in this game. We're in South 1. The game is not even over. Peglin is a pachinko roguelike. I've played a lot of Peglin. And let me just say this very loudly. I wish someone would peg my goblin. I've also played it on the YouTube channel. There was a period of time when I was trying to upload like a whole slew, SLOUGH of different games. And I don't think that was wrong necessarily, but I think right now my strategy is to build up an amazing, indomitable fan base of Riichi Mahjong enjoyers. And then once like we hit critical mass, I'll start uploading some more variety onto the channel, and we can hopefully branch out into more of a variety Andy, you know? Oh, this hand is a little tricky. It's like probably a Riichi Pinfu hand at the end of the day, but it's not looking super amazing, you know? Yeah, I've heard some iffy things about Dark Souls 2, including the DLC, you know? From one Mr. Northern Lion. Dude, I bought all these groceries and I was feeling myself so hard. I should have discarded the 9 first. We could still draw into a 7, I suppose. I was feeling myself so hard. I got all this bok choy and I got all this these mushrooms and stuff. I got these huge mushrooms. Why? Mushrooms are incredible. I love the texture of mushrooms. Call me Dr. Mario, honestly. And they're sitting in my fridge. They've been sitting here since last Thursday, and I don't mean to dox myself. And I know I have to cook them tonight. I know I have to cook them tonight because I don't want them to go bad, but I'm so scared to cook them. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing. It's not just like, for any other degens like me out there, it's not just like as easy as learning how to cook forehead. It's also like shaking off, you know, Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, Speak Now, etc., etc. Shaking off some of the shame and fear of like, oh, what if I fail though, you know? That's also very, very tricky. That's also very, very tricky. So the plan is, boys, the plan is simple. Ludwig voice, boys. The plan is simple. To stir fry some of the bok choy in a nice, you know, garlic and soy sauce kind of a dealio. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the mushrooms. Maybe just cook them on the stovetop. That's probably the move. Make some rice, put some eggs, make some eggs, and then that's the meal. That's it. That's the tweet. You know what I mean? What if you fail in what way? Teenage Angst, that's an incredible question. What if I fail in the sense that like I try to cook and I'm not very good at it? You know what I mean? Jesse, we need to cook. But what if I can't, Mr. White? What if I'm the bitch this whole time and I can't cook, Mr. White? Why does my Aaron Paul pronounce things as if I was doing Dickens in the theater? I don't know. Why does my Aaron Paul impression do that? I have no idea. I have no idea. Mushrooms are easy to cook. They suck up flavor and can generally take heat. What is this? Me? The way I'm sucking things up and taking the heat? What am I? A White House press secretary? Huh? That's the fear of the failure. I could play the new Armored Core. Tony Stark made this Armored Core in a box filled with scraps, in a cave with scraps. You would have to try hard to burn mushrooms. What if I subtweeted it would be like, mushrooms? Looks like you don't have mushroom for flavor. That would be a burn for sure. People will be all up in the replies with the Wikipedia link to the list of burn treatments. I should not be pushing, dude. Oh my god. What am I thinking? Can someone tell me to like focus for a split second? Oh man. Oh man. All right. Okay, we still have time to get back into this game. Probably only getting back into second, but I gotta focus up a little bit, you know? I have so much. I gotta focus up. Shinji, I believe in you. Get in the kitchen. Omeda to Shinji. You made a basic fried rice. I'm trying though. I'm genuinely trying. Okay, this is would I mulligan this hand if we all drop Northwinds right now? Like the Northwind was an illicit drug at Coachella? Yeah, I would mulligan this hand. Okay. screw you too, buddy. It's not like I wanted to rid myself of some of these awful shapes. Just kidding. They're the best shapes I've ever seen. Thank you for not mulliganing this hand. It's the new FromSoft game. That's kind of nice, cause we all start from soft. You know, that's a nice little lewd joke. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Interesting, huh? Interesting. The human psyche. Yusung really can't control his mind, huh? No nut. I would love to get the recipe. I'm scared of following the recipes too, because it's like I don't have a lot of the ingredients on hand, you know? And I'm scared that the recipe is gonna be like, hey nerd, oh, you're going by YU_SONG now? That's not what we called you in high school. It's me, Tanner. What do you mean you don't have confectioner's sugar in your pantry? What are you, some kind of dingo dango dongo? And it's like, no, I'm not a dingo dango dongo. I'm just trying my best out here. It's not what my dad said. What's going on? What did my dad say? Like, I'm proud of you or something? Okay, this is actually Riichi Pinfu. If we can just draw into a good tile. You can buy a box of Commander Masters. I would literally need like over 500 gifted subs. Wait, no, that's wrong, right? Yeah, that would be wrong. I would literally need like 150 gifted subs to buy one booster box of Commander Masters and open it on stream. How do you know my name? Tanner? Yeah, it's an exciting new possibility. I can't wait to go look at the games. My camera, it's off right now because I'm fucking ashamed of the things that I've been saying. Sometimes I gotta put myself, you wanna know what true discipline looks like? Being an adult and putting yourself in timeout. Okay, this is a great opportunity for us because we can chase this Riichi if we draw into a good tile now, and we can get away with throwing the 1 because it's Tsuji Gaming to that 4 of characters. Time to open a throne account. I suppose I could open up a throne account. Something Game of Thrones voice. Where are my tributes? See you in hell. You think I'm scared? Fucking bozos. You think I'm scared? I'm not scared of anything. Ah! Oops. Oops. He's got that protagonist energy to him today. He's got that protagonist energy. Oops. Riichi Ipatsumo Pinfudora. And I slurp up the Riichi sticks. And I'm slurping up the Riichi sticks. Right Lord on the brink of death as well. The fastest I've insta-Riichi'd ever in my life, by the way. Oh, start from soft. Naruhodone. Oh, that felt good. I'm not gonna lie to you. That felt incredible. Holy moly. Did anyone else need a cigarette after that? But anyway, I'll say this right now. ! YouTube. If you want to see more Mahjong videos, new Mahjong videos every day. ! Discord if you want to chat with us in the Discord. Maybe suggest some games or suggest some games or something. Who did that? That was the premiere of a new sound alert. I am an idol. I do not ever burp on camera. I do not ever burp or fart or poop my pants on camera. That is just simply not what happens. My kingdom for a good tile, by the way. Ever? Literally never. Literally never. 7-8 is really, really nice here. I guess I'm throwing away a 5 of characters. So this hand is a little bit awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. If we draw into another... there's the rub. We're 1 tile away from a 7 pairs Dora red 5 hand as the dealer. Holy moly. There is a slight chance, by the way. If we get the 7 of circles, I will insta-Riichi here, by the way. I know that Riichi is probably a little bit overkill, but I think I actually slammed the Riichi. I should have kept the 2. We had a nice little Suji trap. I should have thrown this 2 instead. Okay, this is interesting. Yudong would poop his pants. That's the thing. Yudong, chronic pants pooper. Not me. I'm cool as hell, dude. It's like that Derek comedy. sketch ice skateboard and stuff. Please. In 10 by for 7 pairs. Oh, I wait for the Dora here every time. So we do not call Riichi here, by the way. If we sumo this, it's sumo, Dora, Dora, 7 pairs, red 5. This is a dealer Hanemon. This is 18,000 points. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy, there are tapes. Up dudes to the left, please. I would love it if our crossword pushed with the Dora right now. If they got a little too hype, maybe they got like a full flush in the circle suit. I mean, that would be bad news for us, but maybe they get a little hasty or something here. Oh, and Right Lord is in a terrible position. They have to push with this hand because they are in last place. Please. Pooping your pants is cool if you're confident about it. That's true. Confidence does genuinely go a long way. You know, like stand-up comedians, they'll tell you the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to them. And it's like, you know, there's a certain level of either confidence or psychopathy to that. Or psychosis. Okay, immediately losing second place. That feels bad, but we had the opportunity to genuinely go for greatness there. If we got a direct hit on a crossword or something. Maybe we should have called the Riichi to force other people to play defensively. I'm not sure. Maybe if this player was like a super defensively oriented player, that would have been something that we could have preyed upon. Right Lord genuinely lost the will to live. Okay. They're back. Okay, they're back. They logged on. All right, for this hand, I think the half flush in the circle suit is a little too far out of reach. 9 of bamboo, actually kind of a nutty draw right now. We just love to start like Frank from It's Always Sunny. So anyways, I started pawning. I started blasting in here. That's exactly what we would like to do with this hand. Just get into 10 by as fast as possible. I don't know if we're going to be able to dethrone Left Lord. They're a little bit far away. 4,000 points is not nothing, but this hand, I mean, we drew into a 5 of bamboo. If we draw into the Dora, that's another Han as well, right? So it could be Red Dragon, Red 5 Dora. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I like how chaotic it is, and I have a lot of respect for them for when they did the Birdman parody where they shot an entire episode all in one take, or they made it look like they shot an entire episode in one take. That was really, really nice. Can I afford to get rid of this red 5? So the nut draw for us right now is either a 4 of bamboo or a 6 of bamboo. The nut draw, obviously the 4 of bamboo. Obviously the 4 of bamboo would be really, really nice here. Okay, please, I'm begging you. And I'm telling you, I'm not folding. I would love to compete a little with this hand. Okay, there's a 7 of bamboo. That wouldn't even be that bad in our hand either. We have to get rid of this 6 eventually too, which is going to be a little risky. It doesn't, because Left Lord also seems like they have a pretty like virile hand, right? Or just not virile, but just like potent hand. This is going to get me into trouble, but this is actually going to get me into trouble. It's so close to the Dora. I think I have to throw the 6 and the 7 here. I genuinely don't think I can throw away this red 5 with the Dora being the 4 of bamboo. I think this is genuinely the right move. I don't think that we pawn here either. I genuinely do not think that we pawn here. If we pawn here, what? We're on a single tile away for the 5 of bamboo. That does not feel very good to me. What we want to see is a 4 of bamboo, and then I will be Omega Pogged. I'll be Omega Pogged. Have you seen the 1917 movie? It was all in one take and really well done. Was it before or after Birdman? Because I'm wondering, it's like, you know, the chicken or the egg. Who exactly copied who in this instance here, you know? But I do like it when movies are, when they try to do everything, like, kinda in one take. I don't know. I just think that, like, for me, I might con. If we draw into a 4 or a 6 of bamboo, I will absolutely con here. If we don't do that, I'm gonna throw out the 9 of bamboo, or just like throw out whatever tile that I draw. It's a very risky situation right now. Left Lord calls it she. They're probably in tempai at this point. They discard a 4. That was from their 4, 6, 8 shape, so I think this is okay. It was 5 years after Birdman. I mean, I like it because it's like, at least with your movie, there's some artistic intention here, right? Like you're trying to do a cool thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's a single tile. I can't. Everyone else is in Tenpai. Everyone else is in Tenpai. We could have even thrown another 5 of circles to keep open the con chance for later. Ah, this is tricky. This is very, very tricky. Vanilla, hello. King Leonidas, hello, hello. I feel like it didn't benefit from the one take look, or could have reserved. I like it when people do things for artistic effect, but also I will say, like, if you're gonna shoot your movie all in one take or try to make it look like that, like, there should be a reason for that, right? Like I think in Birdman it worked because it's trying to like touch on the building intensity of the moment before the curtain goes up, like, and it's all in like, you know, 48 hours or something. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice, right? Okay, this hurts. At least they didn't run me, right? We were very, very scared around tiles close to the door, and for good reason. Unfortunately, this is gonna slurp Right Lord to their death. If we had gotten that 7 pairs hand, we would have been laughing all the way to the bank. We would have been laughing all the way to the bank, dude. Holy moly. There's one scene from Children of Men that's one taken is incredible. We gotta find a nice little compilation of these. I would happily watch that. I can embrace my real streamer arc and just put on a YouTube video, pick up a DoorDash order, and just eat on stream in front of you. All right, pay out the semi-doubters, not omega doubters, but semi-doubters. All right, everyone, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Thank you for making it a fun time as always. We're gonna be back Wednesday night and Friday night, 4 p.m. PST. You can always follow if you want to stay updated. ! Discord. You can join us there or the YouTube. New videos every day. And please take care of yourself this week, okay? Genuinely. Girl Luigi, Rosie O'Gravy, No Nut, Oishi, Vanilla, Kana, Luna Leaf, Lightspeed Sloth, Android, King Leonidas, Lavender, Gray, Young Gravy Out Boylan Fan, Streetluck, Hazanov, Burn Castle, Lol Bet, Fairwind Bruiser. Oh, the worst timed raid of all time. Curly, I'm so sorry. Not the worst time like it's on you. It's like the worst timing for me. Fairwind Bruiser, Squubby, Raj Podge, Salami Superstar. Curly, thank you for the raid. I'm so sorry. Wish I was on better grounds. All right, I'll talk to you soon, okay? I'll talk to you in the Discord immediately after. Bye. Bye.